A general investment account is an account that you can hold investments in outside of an ISA or your pension. So with an ISA, you typically have a limit. So for this year, I believe for this tax year, it is £20,000. And then for your pension, you don't have a limit, but you do have a restriction on that you can only access money in that account when you are at the age of 55 or 57, I'm not sure, but obviously this is subject to change. Whereas for a general investment account, you can invest as much as you like. The only catch with that is the fact that you will need to pay tax. And how much tax you pay depends on your tax bracket as well as the threshold, if you've surpassed the threshold of the allowance. So in this video, I will be sharing the general investment accounts that I personally hold and the contents of those accounts. Hey guys, welcome to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I talk about personal finance, specifically sharing tips on how to save, how to invest, as well as how to budget. If these topics are of interest to you, then do not forget to hit that like button as well as subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content that I'm sharing. So as I mentioned already, in today's video I will be sharing the general investments accounts that I currently hold and the contents of those accounts. As I will also have already mentioned, so with the general investment account, you normally want to use this account out once you have either hit the limit in your ISAs or you just want extra investments. So personally, all of the money that I currently hold in my general investments account is money that I have no qualms about if I lost it, that it wouldn't impact my overall net worth or my overall, financial position. So this is the money that I hold in those accounts. So at the moment, I'm going to be using my phone to do a screen grab, but I'm just going to screen record the various investments, that the general investments that I have, and I'll walk you through all of these accounts. But what I want to say is that I have 4 at the moment that I invest in. So the first one is Freetrade, the second one is Etoro, the third one is Plum, and then the fourth one is with my employer, and then I do have another one which I should call my 5th one, but I'm not calling it that because this is just for crowdfunding startup companies. So this is why I'm not including it, but it is a form of investment. So I'm going to start off actually with Freetrade because this is the newest one that I have. I will shrink myself to the corner. So with my Freetrade account at the moment, my portfolio has a whopping £95.78. So because this is my first time I'm walking you through Freetrade, I'll just quickly show you what it looks like, but I won't get into too much detail. So on the front page, when I log in, I see my portfolio and how much it's been up by since I started investing. Then I scroll down and I see the investments. So these are what I have invested in. So I've invested in real estate, UK commercial property, Royal Mail, S&P 500, Deliveroo, and then Sorrento Therapeutics. And I'll speak about these individually in a second. Then as you scroll again, you see the watch list. So this is what you add to be on your watch list for the products that you're interested in watching. Then the next page is Insight. So it gives you a portfolio breakdown of what you've invested in. So for me, it's 97% stocks. I've got 3% in cash, and commodities is 0, bonds is 0. Then there's the next button. This is for discover. So this is where you go to search for the types of investments that you are interested in, but they also add in newly added investments. So there's Queen's Gambit that is newly added. Then there's tech titans, various sectors, popular stocks, ones with female CEOs, green energy, popular ETFs, US REITs, and all of that jazz. The next part is activities. So this just shows you the activities that you've been performing on your account. So the last product that I bought is Royal Mail. I bought a whooping 2 shares for that, and that cost me £11.74. So you get to see every activity that has happened on your account. Then at the end is your account section. It just shows you how much money you have in your account. So for me, like I said, this is a general investment account, GIA, and at the moment I only have £2.83 pence left to invest. You can link your bank account. I haven't, and I just pay into this account using my Apple Pay, which is another great thing. So you can either use your bank, do a bank transfer, or you can use Apple Pay. I don't know if the same for Android, but this is what you have. And then you have at the bottom an option to top up or to withdraw. So this is what Freetrade looks like. Again, because this is my first time actually showing this in here, I thought I'd do a quick walkthrough. So with respect to my investments, I will just click in on a few of them. So real estate, for example, so I have 4 shares and the current value is £21.04. Average price per share is £5.15, and investment gains or loss, so I've gained of gains of 1.99% or 41 pence. So this is what I have invested in. So I'm recording this on a Saturday when the market is closed. So then I have, like I said, UK commercial property, Royal Mail, SP 500, but also 2 important things that I want to highlight here is Deliveroo. So I have started this thing where when I spend money on unnecessary things, and instead of feeling guilty, I'll just use the same amount of money and just invest it in here. So this is what I did. I spent about £12 on something, so I decided to invest the same amount into Deliveroo because I spent on Costa, but I couldn't find Costa. I don't know if it's not on the stock market or something, so I ended up going with Deliveroo. So this is what I would normally be using moving forward. And then for Sorrento Therapeutics, this is not something that I chose, so I used Panda Boss Anna. I used her Freetrade link, so this is the free share that I got. If you're interested in getting a free share, I'll leave the link in the description bar below, so you get something, I get something. You don't have to use my link. You can go directly to Freetrade and sign up, but if you want to help a sister out, then you can use my link, but again, no obligation whatsoever. So yeah, so this is what I have in my Freetrade account. Now I'm gonna go over to Plum. So Plum, I think I've spoken about Plum a couple of times on my channel, but essentially Plum has 2 functions for me personally. So the first function is a savings tool, so it's linked to your bank, and then whenever you spend with whatever account you've linked, it rounds up that amount and then moves it over into the Plum app. And then in the Plum app you have an option to either break it into split it into different boxes. So I've split it into 2. So one is just normal savings and the second one is investing. So whatever money is rounded up from my account moves over to Plum, and that gets invested or saved. So with my portfolio, I currently have £629.59, and again, this is not money I have actively put in. This is money that has been rounded off through my spending, my everyday spending, and then invested. So my portfolio currently has the American Dream. So at the moment with the American Dream, I have £97.33 invested, and I opened this on the 27th of May, so pretty recently, and I've got 0.1386 units. So this this fund is managed by Vanguard, and the full name, the fund name is Vanguard US Equity Index Fund Accumulation. So like I said, I started recently with this investment, and then you can see how much I've put into this account. So all of these deposits are when it rounds up, and then when it comes into the app, it splits according to how I have set it up, and then that money is deposited into these funds and then they go by. So there's a pending one here for £16.32. Leaving the American Dream, we're going to Tech Giants. So this, I have £281.82 in here, and I opened this back in August of 2020, and this is a legal and general fund. So this is a legal general global technology index trust class 1. accumulation fund. So yeah, so I've so far all of the roundups I've actually deposited £706.58, but I will say that I have actually withdrawn from this fund so that I can invest somewhere else. So this is why what I deposited and what I have does not match. It could be, yes, I've lost some when the market dipped, but actually it's mostly because I took out money from this fund. So right now there is 281 and 82 pence, so earnings of 56 pounds and 94 pence, which translates to 25 pounds and 32 pence, 25.32% return. Then moving over to European Essentials, this is another Vanguard fund, Vanguard FTSE Developed Europe ex UK Equity Index Fund. So I opened this September 2020. And again, I deposited £419 and 36 pence. It's lower because I withdrew from this one as well. So right now I have £250 and 44 pence. And there is been earnings of £23 and 25 pence, which is 10.23% return. So this is what I have in my Plum. The third one that I mentioned is, let me see, is Etoro. So we're gonna go to Etoro. So with Etoro, it always takes me a second to actually log into Etoro. Oh, oops, Daisy. I thought I was already logged in, but apparently I am not. So Etoro. Yeah, so with Etoro, let's go to my portfolio. So I won't go into too much detail with this one because I did do an investments update last time and I included Etoro. So I will just walk you through what I have invested in. So first one is HP that I've invested in. I put in $100. Currently, again, the market is closed, so I'm in a loss, so 4.40% loss. Legal and General, well, I put in $75, which is also under a loss of 1.49%. BT, I put in £50. This one is actually on a gain, so I've got a gain of 19.44% or $9.72. Then the Deutsche Telekom, so T-Mobile, I believe that is what it is. I put in £50, and again I'm on a gains of 11.87%, which is £5.94. Apple, I put in $50, and again this one is in a gain. So a 7.65%, which translates to $3.82. GoDaddy is also in a gain. I put in $50 and I've gained 0.58%, which is 29 pence. And then the final one is Dell. I put in $50. In this one, I'm on a loss of 0.07%. So right now at the bottom you can see I have £18 and 42 pence available in my account. I have made a profit of £10 and 23 pence, and the equity in this general investment account is £334 and 49 pence. I don't know what that translates to in terms of dollars, because even though I put in pounds, it actually gets converted into dollars. That's what trading on Etoro actually gets to. So yes, so these are some of the general investment accounts that I have. I do have another one called Equate Mobile, but I won't actually go into this one because again this is for my work, so I'm trying to keep that one a little bit more private, but I will share a screenshot of what I have in there currently. And then the final one, which I said I'll talk about, is Crowd Cube. So I am currently investing in two startup companies. So one is Coconut and then the second one is Emma. So I think you can see the app Emma here on my phone right now, but Coconut is a little bit like Quick Quit. So this is why I'm investing, because I can see the future in those. So yeah, this is my general investments that I currently have. And like I said at the beginning, when it comes to investing in general investment accounts, please be mindful that in the UK especially, you will need to prepare a self-assessment. You will need to pay tax. If you are a high tax payer, just be mindful that you would definitely need to pay a lot more tax. I know that there is an allowance. I just can't remember how much it was. I think it was about 2,000 pounds, and then anything above that you pay either the basic rate of 20% or above 32% for high tax earners. And what also to be mindful of when it comes to general investment accounts is that it doesn't matter whether when you make dividends from those accounts, whether you take them out or reinvest them, you still pay tax. This is very important. So if you are just starting out with investing, I would highly recommend you focus on investing via an ISA, the stocks and shares ISA, because that way your money, at least up to 20,000, is protected, and at the moment you won't be paying any tax on it unless you obviously withdraw. So this is why it's very important to be mindful about where you are investing your money. Sure, it's great to have a Freetrade account, but if you are trading on Freetrade, then make sure you choose an ISA. If you don't have one anywhere else in that tax year, at least you're not allowed to open 2 ISAs in one tax year. Yeah, and if you do have more than one, you can only use one in any particular tax year. So just be mindful that if you use Freetrade, Etoro, I don't think Etoro offers ISAs, but I could be wrong. If you use any of the other platforms, even Trading 212, just make sure you don't have an ISA anywhere else. Or if you're investing in general in accounts, be mindful you will have to pay tax. So I think I feel like I've just said that over and over again, but I just want to reiterate the point home that you have to pay tax on dividend and on interest. Very important to remember. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. In the next couple of days, I will be sharing my Vanguard UK stocks and shares update, and then I will also be sharing my overall investment portfolio. So I had shared what I thought I only had £15,000 in my overall stocks and shares, but actually turns out I have a lot more than that, and I'll be sharing a video to walk you through what that looks like. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.